How can you scale your brand's output without diluting customer trust? It is the defining operational question for modern growth teams. The issue does not stem from a lack of effort, but rather from the inherent limitations of traditional if-then rule-based automation engines. For years, we have relied on static workflows that break down the moment a human buyer deviates from a predefined linear path. When a prospect takes an unexpected turn across modern marketing channels, standard automation simply cannot adapt. A deeper look at the industry reveals why this friction persists. According to Salesforce, while a staggering 75% of marketing leaders have adopted standard artificial intelligence tools, an underlying frustration remains. 84% admit they are still deploying generic, rigid campaigns that fail to connect with their audience. This massive gap exists because first-generation AI tools were treated as mere copy-paste drafting assistants, rather than autonomous processors capable of real-time operational execution. The landscape is shifting. To remain competitive, organizations are moving from passive automation toward dynamic, agentic systems. These independent AI entities do not just run a rigid script. They evaluate context, make decisions, execute multi-step routines, and optimize campaigns based on real-time data. Market intelligence highlights how fast this change is happening. Market research firms like Gartner note that 40% of enterprise software applications will embed task-specific AI agents by the end of 2026, a massive jump from less than 5% in 2025. If you're wondering how to implement agents in your marketing, you are asking the right question at the right time. Transitioning from manual labor to an agent-driven model requires a careful approach. Here is an actionable, step-by-step framework for launching, governing, and scaling autonomous marketing agents across your organization. Phase 1. Identify low-risk marketing use cases. The fastest way to derail an artificial intelligence initiative is to attempt a complete department overhaul on day one. High-performing teams protect their operations by deploying single-agent setups to fix narrow bottlenecks before connecting them into broad, multi-channel ecosystems. Data from global management consultants like McKinsey indicates that while 62% of organizations are actively piloting agents, only 23% have scaled them successfully across an entire business function. To start your journey, consider these 3 highly specialized, low-risk use cases that yield rapid returns. 1. Lead capture and enrichment. Agents. When an inbound prospect registers on your website, a lead enrichment agent can autonomously scrape and aggregate structural metadata from third-party lookup tools. It verifies firmographic details, cross-references historical records inside your database, and drafts a comprehensive outreach profile for your sales team. This minimizes research lag and ensures your inbound sales pipeline moves instantly. 2. The content engine agent. Instead of asking AI to write a long article from scratch, which often results in bland copy, you can deploy an agent to maximize your existing creative assets. The agent evaluates your top-performing blogs and social media headers, tracks real-time engagement data on live networks, and drafts localized variants optimized for channels such as LinkedIn, email newsletters, or microcopy. 3. Campaign optimization agents. These tactical agents work entirely in the background. They monitor real-time user behavior patterns to optimize email send times. Additionally, they run continuous incremental A/B tests on live landing page layouts, subject lines, and graphic placements to maximize conversions without human intervention. Phase 2. Prepare and centralize your data layer. An autonomous agent is only as smart as the information it can access. Because these tools rely on reasoning rather than fixed programming, a fragmented data environment will lead directly to inaccurate assumptions and poor customer interactions. If your data is scattered across separate spreadsheets and siloed software, your agents cannot accurately target your ideal customer profile. To build a reliable foundation, follow these 3 steps. Consolidate brand knowledge assets. Gather your historical campaign performance metrics, accurate buyer personas, product specification documents, and brand voice guidelines. Upload these assets into a unified knowledge repository that acts as your agent's source of truth. Connect real-time operational sources. Ensure your agent builder integrates directly into your core technology infrastructure through active APIs. Your agent needs clear visibility into your CRM database, live web analytics platforms, and sales transactional software. Implement identity resolution. Clean, deduplicate, and map your user identities across all touchpoints. Your system must recognize that a single person reading an email, visiting a pricing web page, and talking to a chatbot is one unified buyer, not three separate entities. Phase 3. Build and configure your agent workflow. Building a marketing agent does not require an advanced computer science degree or thousands of lines of custom code. Today's software ecosystem allows growth teams to choose between modular, low-code automation tools like Airtable or Zapier agents, or enterprise-grade engines built natively into your data platform, such as Salesforce Agentforce or HubSpot Breeze agents. When you are ready to configure an autonomous agent, follow this structural blueprint to ensure it performs correctly. 1. Define the objective. Reduce campaign brief creation time by 50%. 2. Establish the triggers, when an enterprise form is submitted or when ROAS drops. 3. Map detailed routines, provide step-by-step conditional paths and strict boundaries. 1. Define the objective. First, define the objective. Avoid giving your agent open-ended, vague assignments. Instead, assign a clear, measurable KPI, such as automatically pre-qualify incoming web leads within 5 minutes, or reduce campaign brief development cycles by 50%. 2. Establish your triggers and constraints. Second, establish your triggers and constraints. Program the exact conditions that tell your agent when to start and when to stop working. For instance, you can set a trigger to activate when an enterprise contact form is submitted, or set an automated boundary to freeze ad spend if a campaign's return on ad spend drops below a critical floor. 3. Define and map routines. Third, map explicit sequential routines. Do not use ambiguous paragraph text when instructing your agent. Break down your operational logic into step-by-step conditional actions, providing clear guardrails on what data the agent can read, modify, or send. Phase 4. Build human-in-the-loop guardrails. True autonomy requires rigorous corporate governance. Because generative engines can hallucinate or misinterpret edge case interactions, leaving agents entirely unmonitored introduces financial and reputational risk. Enterprise studies by Deloitte show that only 1 in 5 companies currently has a mature governance model for autonomous AI tools. Building a robust, human-in-the-loop workflow is what separates successful rollouts from costly failures. To protect your brand equity, embed these 3 safety mechanisms into your architecture. Explicit approval milestones. For high-impact activities, require a human specialist to review and approve the agent's work before it goes live. For example, an agent can autonomously build an ad campaign, pull audience graphics, and select targets, but it should require manual validation before publishing the ads or shifting budgets above a set dollar threshold. Rigorous pre-launch simulators. Before exposing an agent to live customer interactions, run it through built-in simulation sandboxes. Test its behavior under complex customer inquiries, unexpected attachment uploads, and conflicting prompts to ensure it strictly adheres to its behavioral guardrails. Hold out group configurations. Never assume an agentic workflow is superior just because it operates quickly. Isolate clean, non-AI control groups to track performance head-to-head against your autonomous setups. Measure hard downstream pipeline revenue and customer retention metrics rather than superficial activity volumes. Phase 5. Establish continuous feedback loops. An effective agentic system relies on continuous optimization. Agents do not learn by magic. They improve when performance data is funneled back into their underlying models. If an agent doesn't know whether its actions resulted in a sale or an unsubscribed contact, it cannot optimize its decision-making parameters. A. Route downstream conversion signals. Ensure that late-stage business events, such as a signed sales contract or a completed product purchase, feed directly back into the agent's core training database. This allows the system to analyze which initial hooks attracted high-value buyers. B. Enable real-time creative optimization. Give your system the authority to dynamically sunset low-performing creative assets. If an optimization agent spots an ad hook underperforming over a 48-hour window, it should pull that creative asset and reallocate funds to winning options. C. Focus on the evolving role of the modern marketer. As your deployment matures, your team's day-to-day responsibilities will change. Marketers must shift away from manual data entry tedious spreadsheet reporting and repetitive copywriting loops. Instead, they must move up the value chain to act as systems monitors, creative directors, and prompt architects who oversee the entire agentic network. Choosing your tools, the power of HubSpot Breeze agents. When translating this framework into software, you face a critical architectural choice. Do you spend months building custom API connections between disparate apps, or do you use tools natively integrated with your central database? For mid-market and enterprise brands looking to scale quickly, native architecture offers a distinct advantage. This is why HubSpot Breeze agents have become an industry standard. By embedding specialized AI agents directly into the smart CRM, businesses eliminate data fragmentation and give their AI systems immediate access to complete customer histories. HubSpot's platform features 3 specialized agents designed to manage distinct areas of your growth funnel: agent type, core operational function, verified performance metric. Breeze Customer Agent operates 24/7 across service portals, support channels, and chat interfaces to resolve inquiries using your knowledge base. Resolves an average of 65% of customer conversations autonomously, reducing resolution time by 39%. Breeze Prospecting Agent evaluates target accounts, tracks intent signals like pricing page visits, and builds personalized, role-specific outreach. Helps sales teams scale outbound volume, recovering up to 8 hours per rep each week while lifting lead generation. Breeze Content Remix and Data Agents automatically cleans and enriches contact sheets while turning a single content asset into a full multi-channel campaign. Streamlines asset production and keeps CRM records pristine for precise audience segmentation. Source: HubSpot. The value of these tools is evident in real-world applications. For example, a HubSpot case study highlights enterprise software provider Stax Payments, which integrated the Breeze Prospecting Agent to automate its inbound sales outreach. By running the agent in draft and review mode, they found that fewer than 3% of the AI-generated emails required manual edits. This exceptional accuracy enabled them to confidently enable full auto-send functionality, recovering 8 hours per week for every representative, while achieving a 65% action rate on their inbound campaigns. Scalability, built on strategic trust. Transitioning to an agentic marketing operation is not an overnight project, nor is it a trend to ignore. It represents a fundamental shift in how modern businesses communicate with their markets. By identifying low-risk use cases, structuring your underlying data layer, setting clear workflows, and enforcing human-in-the-loop guardrails, you can build a highly scalable marketing engine that runs continuously without losing your brand's unique identity. Success in this space requires deep CRM expertise, clean data engineering, and a strategic approach to change management. This is where Aspiration Marketing helps businesses thrive. As a trusted partner in digital transformation and CRM optimization, Aspiration Marketing helps mid-market and enterprise organizations audit their data environments, configure native tools such as HubSpot Breeze, and design the governance frameworks needed to run autonomous operations safely. We help you transition smoothly from manual execution to strategic oversight, ensuring your technology infrastructure drives measurable revenue growth. Are you ready to stop managing manual workflows and start leading an autonomous growth engine? Contact the team at Aspiration Marketing today to book a comprehensive AI readiness audit, map your data layer, and launch your first targeted marketing agent.